Alright guys, Big Truck TV here. Here we have a mountain bike, an old one of mine. We're going to be buying another motorized bike kit from Bikeberry and putting it on this bike. Alright, so if you didn't see our last build, make sure you go check it out. This is where we bought a Bikeberry engine and put it on my brother's bike. And it turned out really nice, it run good. And we have another video of riding it around, so go check that out too. Alright, the first thing we got to do is get this tire off. It's flat. It doesn't hold air anymore. The tube is popped. So I have this tire here. We're just going to throw it on real quick. So let's do that. Alright, so I have the other tire here. It's a little bit smaller than the other one. I think this is a 26-inch tire. My other one's a 27, I believe. But it has the same exact 7-speed cassette. So I'm just going to throw it on here, take the bike outside, make sure it switches through all the gears and stuff properly. Alright, so you can see I got the tire on. Right now it's in first gear. So I'm just going to start pedaling. So just like that, no problems. So yeah, it's looking good. Alright, so it switches through all the gears perfectly. I ordered the engine. Should be here in a couple of days, maybe 3 or 4 days. It'll just be a second for you guys. I got a tube coming for this tire here. So we'll get this tire back on. I just put this one here so I can take it outside, test it, and it's working good, so yeah. Alright, so we got a package in the mail. It's the bike tube for that tire, so let's get that old tire off and get the new one back on. So here's the tube right here. Let's go get this on the other tire. So we got the tube in the tire, so now let's go put some air in this. Alright guys, so the engine's here. We got it. You can see right here, we've got the sprocket, same as the other one. So this box here looks like it's already open. I didn't open this one, but this here's the engine. And this one here is a bit different than the other build we did. This one here, the head's already on it, which the other build, we had to put the head on it. So that's pretty cool. One less step I'm going to have to do after. This box here isn't open yet. This here is the gas tank. The gas tank. You can see it's chipping right here. Looks like it's actually a little bit rusted too. I don't know why that's like that. I wonder if this is used and that's why the head's already on the engine. Here's another box. This here is the exhaust. Same exact thing as the other one. The chain. my carburetor right here. This is the clutch lever. This one's a little bit different than the other one. I actually kind of like this one. I like how it has the red on it right there. My throttle and the hand grip. This here has a fuel filter, a bunch of other little things, the engine mounts, all of that stuff. Here's the pulley. This here is either for the clutch or for the throttle. I'm assuming this is for the clutch, but I'm not sure. Yeah, this one here is for the throttle. And the chain guard. One thing I noticed is when we ordered the other one, it said it's going to come with an install guide, and it didn't. And this one said it was going to come with an install guide as well, but it didn't either. So that's one thing. So, pretty sure that's everything. Yeah, that's everything. So let's start putting this thing together and see if it runs. Alright, so first thing I'm going to do real quick is just check all these bolts on the head, just because I didn't put this on. I just want to see if they just lightly like bolted it down, or if they actually like torqued it. I'm just going to check that, because our other build, we had to put the head on. So I'm just going to check that real quick. Alright, so right here we're just getting the bike ready. We're going to be cutting the frame so the engine can clear it. That little piece of the frame right there, I don't know if you guys can see it in the video, but where we're cutting the carburetor wouldn't clear that area. So we're going to cut it for a little spot for the carb, and hopefully it'll fit out there. Alright, so we cut a little piece out of the frame here. As you can see, the engine sits here, but what was happening is the carburetor wouldn't fit in this area. So we set it so the exhaust will fit, and cut this little space right here so the carburetor can sit right in here. That way there we don't have any issues. Alright, so you guys can see we got the engine here. The carburetor fits right in that slot where we cut it perfectly. Nice. We're going to get this mounted down, run all our lines and stuff, and hopefully this is going to run, because I'm excited. Alright guys, this thing's looking awesome. We got the engine in place. It's sturdy. We got the gas tank up here. Like I was saying, I think this gas tank might have been used. I don't know if you guys can see it on camera, but it's all chipped, a little bit rusted. You can see there's like a big scratch over here. Not a big deal. I'm not too upset about it, but I think it might be used. But overall, I think it's looking pretty good. Looks pretty good from the back, like this. So yeah, let's keep going. Alright, so we got our grips here, throttle, the kill switch right here, as you guys can see. So we're going to get this on. Right here, this is my clutch lever. Let's see, this is kind of tight. I'll be able to get it on, but it's better that it's tight, because if I had a grip that was too big for it, then it wouldn't work as good. So a little trick I do is just grab a spray bottle. Just spray it down. You can use alcohol for this too, because it evaporates quickly, but I don't have that, so I'm just going to use some water real quick. Just help lubricate it. Get it inside this too. Like that. And just fight it on. Just like that. Alright, so we've come a long way so far. We got the throttle hooked up over here, as you can see. We got the spec sprocket on with the chain all measured to size. We ran it through here. So the last thing we got to do is get the clutch line hooked up to this and the gas lines. And hopefully she'll be running by today. So I'm going to put the camera down for a little bit and just get this done. Alright, so this build here is pretty much complete. Pretty much done. I ran the clutch line and the gas lines, so that's pretty much all we had left to do. But one thing I've noticed with this build And the other build we did with another motorized bike like this, if you haven't seen that, go check it out, is when we first started for the first time. If you look right here at this idling screw, it's always at a high idle, and we have to lower it because when we start it, it just goes full throttle, and then when you put the clutch in, it just goes right to high idle. So what I do is I turn it this way here to slow the idle down, and this way here to speed it up. So as it's idling, as I'm holding the clutch in, I'll just keep spinning this way to slow down the idle until it's at like a right idle, and then it drives a lot nicer. And you gotta mess around with these bolts over here a little bit, and the ones up here at the throttle a little bit, and then you can get it to idle pretty good. Alright guys, so we're on the bike right now. You can hear it's idling. It's running pretty good. It's a little cold out, so I'm just keep revving it just so it heats up a little bit. It's running pretty good though. Might be a little bit low on gas too, so I'm going to get some gas for it. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did like it, leave a thumbs up, and why not, subscribe if you haven't already. So I'll see you guys next time. Make sure you check out the playlist. We have a playlist of where we're building these bikes and riding them and stuff. We have another build. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. And hopefully you guys like this.